I love you, a bushel and a peck, a bushel and a peck. Oh, I feel it. And a hug around the neck, a hug around the neck, and a barrel and a heap, a barrel and a heap. Whoa, it's getting dizzy. Maya Maxwell is getting dizzy. The room's spinning. Whoa. I was doing my part on the healing, the spiritual healing, and now I needed the actual physical healing. I needed the science, and I found BioXcellerator because I wanted the best in the world. And here in Colombia, we have access to things we don't have access to in America. In me now, I have, I think, hundreds of millions of some of the best stem cells in the entire world, and I can feel the healing in my body. The hotel that we're staying in is connected to a mall, which is where the clinic is, where BioXcellerator is. And it's one of the biggest malls I've ever been to outside of Mall of America in Minnesota. And it's a gorgeous mall, but what I loved about it was that there were families everywhere. There were people sitting together. They weren't just on their phones, like scrolling through stuff. They were talking, they were engaging in conversation. And in many ways, I wish America looked more like this. Everybody knew their stuff. They were ready for me. There was this whole treatment plan that was lined out. I felt safe, I felt secure, I felt taken care of. And it really does feel like a family.
Justin has a lot of issues on his joints because he used to play soccer. So soccer is good. I love soccer, but definitely it hurts every joint in your body. So he has a lot of muscles, tears, muscle tears, as well as tendinosis, inflammation on the tendon insertions. So we are going to apply in all these joints as well as the muscles that are more compromised.
I was really emotional because I've been
Right hand. See, both
I've been in a lot of pain for a long time, and working on the emotional parts of myself that have been causing the pain. The trapped emotion, the feelings, anger, sadness, letting all that out. And now I'm here to actually heal the physical part. And it was really emotional, sticking the needle into some of these parts of my body and just feeling overwhelmed with emotion and with gratitude, being ready to heal. And it wasn't really painful at all. It was more emotional for me. I started with the big joints, my shoulders, my hips and my knees. I have torn cartilage, torn meniscus in both knees from playing soccer. I have torn labrums in both hips. I have something called a cam and pincer impingement, FAI, and a lot of pain in my hips, so I don't have a lot of mobility. And it was really since I tore my hamstring that the rest of my body started to break down. I think there were so many imbalances from that injury that it was just a matter of time before then I tore my other hamstring and my quad and my groin, working out with buddies and tearing my left pectoral muscle. And it just felt like injury after injury with all these imbalances. And so as I've been realigning my body and my spine and healing myself emotionally and spiritually, this was so important for me to start to heal those injuries. Then the following day, I got my whole spine injected. I have multiple bulging discs. I got 2 bulging discs in my lower back, one in my thoracic and one in my neck, which is why I'm kind of moving like this right now. I'm a little bit stiff. And after that first day, I went back to my room and I started like almost purging. And it was like it was all coming out. And that's why I say, like, there's a powerful energy in these stem cells, man. This is new life. And when new life comes in and when new healing comes in, the old stuff's got to go. And I can feel in my body that healing is happening. And so now, having been here, having experienced the power of these stem cells and felt that new life in my body, felt the purge, literally felt like this energy come in, took me over so that the rest of the crap would come out, I would 100% tell everybody I know to come out here and experiment with stem cell. Now, I can tell you I have never experienced an emotional purge the way I experienced just an hour after my procedures that first day. And that tells me that there's some deep molecular energetic healing going on in my body as we speak, and it feels amazing.